Hi everybody, welcome back to the island, and in this video, I will be going over 4 key and noticeable differences between Lionel's TMCC and legacy diesel locomotives. So let's get started. Since TMCC locomotives do not have the quillable horn feature, notice how when quilling the horn with the cab 2 remote, the TMCC locomotive, in this case B&O GP30 number 6939, produces the same output as it would with a cab 1 remote. So let's see that. Now, let's see the reverse of this with our legacy F40PH. Obviously, the cab 2 remote allows us to quill the horn sound thanks to the sliding bar on the remote. So let's see that in action. But with the TMCC remote, watch how the horn quills itself on the legacy F40 just as the TMCC GP30 does automatically right out of the factory. So in today's more modern legacy diesels, the crew talk is easily projected as both the cab chatter and the tower comm can be easily understood. Now note, triggering the crew talk and tower comm with the cab 1 and cab 2 remotes has the same effect and same process on both TMCC and legacy diesels. It's just a matter of pushing a button on a remote or pushing an icon on a touchscreen. But the real difference is the sound files themselves. What I personally love about older, early 2000s TMCC diesels is that they have road-specific tower comm, which is something that not all legacy diesels have today. So let's take a listen.
I've got clear boards. Out. This is the dispatcher. Please hold. Over. Acknowledged. Waiting on a clear signal. Out. Dispatcher here. Take the green. Over. That's great. We're good to go. Out.
Now, on most TMCC diesels, the in-cab lighting, as well as the headlight and ditch light effects projected, are a warm, yellow, and grain of wheat bulb type of appearance. Now, notice how B&O 6939 has that same warm and yellow type of appearance in the cab light, as well as its marker lights. Now, also notice that in contrast, B&O 6939's headlights are LEDs. Now, in similarity, on some TMCC diesels, like Lionel's Amtrak 8 series released in 2004, there is a mix of lighting on the engine as its ditch lights and cab light is that warm yellow glow, but the headlight itself is LED. Another lighting feature that differs on TMCC and legacy diesels is the operation of the ditch lights themselves. On TMCC diesels like Amtrak 505 that has ditch lights, when the horn is blown, they do not flash as both lights remain lit. On the other hand, notice how with legacy locos like the 2016 F40, the 2011 Genset, and even the 2010-9, Their ditch lights flash when the locomotive is moving. And lastly, on today's more recent legacy diesels, the programming and configuration switches like the run program, smoke on and off, cruise switch, and volume pot can often be found under a removable or hinged piece of the locomotive shell. Notice how a panel from the genset swings down under the cab to reveal its switches, and how a cover on Lionel's 2015 SD60E is removable from the top. The same also applies to Lionel's Amtrak F40 releases from 2016. But in contrast with older TMCC diesels like my Baltimore and Ohio GP30 and my TMCC converted New York Central H16-11, the locomotive must be flipped over in order to gain access to their switches.